Okay, I'm back. Okay, wait a minute. Let me double check. Let me make sure you can hear everything. Hello? Okay, hold on. Me. Is the sound playing? Y'all can hear the sound? Let me turn this back on. Hold on.
Think that this is the murder weapon that he used on Celeste. The death of her cause, well, it has been confirmed.
Prosecutors say Celeste was killed with a sharp.
Okay, now I can hear. I got the right settings on. Oh my gosh, I'm struggling. I'm struggling. Okay, look, I swear it be working before I get on here. Y'all, let's get into this video. My bad. I'm gonna get this right. Like, y'all think I'm playing? I'm not even joking. Okay, let's get into this video. Let's see what's going on with this whole David character that people have been talking about. So, come on.
Thread it goes. You remember that live stream David was excitedly welding his knife? Now a lot of people might think that this is the murder weapon that he used on Celeste. The death of her cause, well, it has been confirmed.
Prosecutors say Celeste was killed with a sharp instrument and her death has officially been ruled as a homicide. Prosecutors suggest Celeste may have threatened to go to police and that Burke allegedly invited her over with intent to harm her.
So as you can see, it's confirmed that she's been poked, along with many other things. So that's why when people seen this clip of David, they was like, where's that weapon now?
I got, bro. Chromium, chromacopia, chromacopia. Oh, you said don't show it? You can't? I can't? Are you for real? You lying? You lying? You lying?
How old is he? Because he look young. Like, man, y'all gotta be nosy. Y'all gotta be nosy on what y'all kids got going on. This whole, like, new age stuff that people be trying to do, like, oh, what they be saying now? Oh, you need to give a kid space or they privacy. That man, look, I'm telling you, everything that old school did when we was kids was not all wrong. Like, you need to be popping up, checking them phones every now and then when they unexpected to see like, okay, who you texting, what you ain't texting about. Go read them diaries. Sometimes, like, I'm telling you, sometimes you got to check in with them kids and make sure that ain't got nothing weird or creepy going on. They ain't got no business doing, for real.
Now, of course, I assume all of you know this situation, and just in case you don't, a singer named David has been charged with murdering a young girl named Celeste. She was found in his Tesla trunk, not alive. He has been arrested, but there are some interesting threads that we have to go by, that we have to look at, because it gets dark. One of them goes, a right-hand scar started appearing after 0423. That date, 0423, I believe this is around the time when she started going missing, Celeste, and she was filed as a missing person. Then at the bottom, this person put, I just realized that based on TikTok videos around the time, the horizontal red scar that David has on his right hand started appearing right after the date 0423 being visible for the first time in the 0424 video, and more clearly in the 0425 video. It's very likely Celeste was trying to fight back, and he ended up hurting himself while murdering her with the sharp instrument he had. Even though we was just talking about the knife recently, there's a
on TikToks making videos. People are crazy, man.
Side that believe, okay, it may be the murder weapon, but then this sharp instrument started to come into play. Now you have a big portion of people believing that that's the murder weapon. Y'all, I just had a dumb blind moment. When they said sharp instrument, I was thinking of a real instrument that's sharp. But when they say sharp instrument, it can definitely be a knife. Yeah.
Look, I be having moments like that too sometimes.
I'm tripping, slipping, sliding, and falling. Back
That's
to
not
what
what I
this
thought
person was
right
saying.
here.
He then probably tried to disguise it as a cross mark. On to something. But it's clear that the vertical lines are way less pronounced. Maybe he did them himself by it. Now these scars on his hand, he was showing it visibly, and he wanted people to see these scars that was on his hand. The thing is, it could have been a scar from the murder. Yes, it could have. But the thing is, knowing David and knowing the things he into, you just really never know, because he's
What is he into? Like, this how you know when you getting older. Like, I don't even know who this kid is. Like, I didn't even know about a Davy when they first started talking about him. I'm like, who is this? Like, this is a celebrity. What is he into?
Into some wild things. We will
Oh,
definitely
Rockstar.
get into one of those wild things that he's into
Rockstar's
that a
big.
lot of you know. But a lot of people have been going back on the TikTok videos, have been looking at his body for marks, have been looking at details of his home to see if they could find anything that belongs to Celeste that he may left out in his TikTok videos. People was pointing out a lot of different things. But remember, I said he was into some weird things. And one of those things, I don't know if he's into it now. Well, he is. At least I think so. Gore. One of the Reddit threads goes, David admitted he used to be addicted to watching gore videos. Now, when it comes to gore, being addicted to it does give serial killer type vibe.
It does. See, I love like scary, like creepy ghost stuff, but gore stuff, like people who like to watch people get like brutally, on movies and stuff, is definitely like I'm looking at you sideways and not close, like from a distance, like, cause it's definitely something wrong with you. Like, why are you? That's weird.
Because how can you, gore is one of the,
That's
by the way,
normal.
it's one of the least favorite genres when it comes to movies and
Yeah,
films. Because it's so disgusting, it's so disturbing, and they don't really tell a fun story like that. So it's like the people who's into that, which, is, I can't say you a bad person, because we all into it at some level. I mean, I talk about true crime for a living, but in a way how he describes it in these messages that we're about to see, it's like, okay, I can't relate. One of the first messages in Discord goes like, David at the bottom says,
hold on, I want to say this. No, I don't think everybody's into gore like that. Like, I think that, like I said, like I like to watch scary movies and ghost stories and stuff like that, right? But I don't actually enjoy the part of um when the serial, I'm not sure what I can say. It's like so much stuff you can't say on YouTube. I always say that. But I don't actually enjoy the part of when the serial actually you get what I'm saying, like it's victims and stuff. Like, I don't enjoy that part, but the whole like plot of the story of them trying to get away or like what's going on and stuff like that, yeah, I guess like the storyline, right? That's what I'm trying to say. I'm more interested in the storyline, but when it actually gets to like the part, like I say, when it's I'm like, I'm not actually a big fan of that. You know what I'm saying? If y'all get what I'm saying, like I think people more so are into the storyline and like the whole like, oh my gosh, like being scared part, versus actually enjoying, the gore part.
I love gore. The person replied back and said, you're so real for that. Then at the top, he says, David, I like writing gory, psychological drama, romantic quotes, and a lot of death. Nothing is really wrong with that if you are into that. It's just the fact of the whole
Yes, it
situation
is.
behind David and Celeste that's going on right now. There's a lot of people who write dark stuff and write good dark stories and good dark stuff that's not doing anything to no one, because there's an audience for people that love that type of stuff. That's not a murderer. But still, at the same time, I just can't be into it on this level. It's kind of just Next message goes like, from David, I used to be addicted to watching gore videos. Somebody else, death scares the hell out of me. It's such a strange concept. Daniloveely, I don't know what that means. Another guy says, I don't start with I don't know what these guys are talking about right
These
now.
kids-
They're just all over the
kids
place.
just type it.
Back to the main source, the main topic, which is gore. He says, David, I use it to desensitize myself. Davey, not gonna lie, gore videos are funny. Andre, when is the
What?
first time you watched gore? David, I saw a cartel murder on Reddit when I was 1-4. And you see, this is the part where I cannot relate. How do you find gore videos funny? And we talking about, it's not even a movie where it's played out and fake. Real life murder videos that's
yeah.
published on the internet, and you're sitting.
The real life ones, especially those, like, I can't watch. It's hard to watch.
They're laughing at it. If any of you do that, just be real life. If any of you do that, tell me, why do you laugh at it? It has to be at least one or two of you that's watching me right now that probably laugh at this type stuff. So I want to know why. Then David says, got to a point where I don't even cringe when I see it no more.
See,
I remember laughing at one point. It got bad, man. Even he admits, not the people who's in the Discord, even he admits, yeah, bro, I used to laugh at this stuff too. Real life people, crazy. Also, what's crazy is when you get David and you just put him out of context.
When I be making music, I'll be in the studio like, nobody loves me, Nobody wants to be with me. I'm all by myself. Nobody likes me. I'm gonna kill everyone.
Because he says a lot of things, and these are gonna be played clips out of context.
Nobody loves me. I'm gonna kill everyone.
But it's like when you know what happened, you question it, you know, just a little bit.
It was just the most beautiful thing, and it's such a poetic thing to kind of be able to kind of take somebody's life and put that in a song, and then have.
Okay.
You see,
life story. Okay.
because they stopped. No, They stopped the video right at that point, so it's completely out of context. But what I think what was going on in that clip, because I never seen that interview, I'm just getting these clips out of the context, and you get what you want out of this. He took somebody else's life situation and he used it in his music. But people go and they say, well, you know, David, he's a smart man. He's saying these things and wording it very correctly, but there's always a deeper meaning to things. You just have to look close. And then I sat back and I thought about that, because there's more out of context videos I'm gonna play. But David is very intelligent, and he does things that you have to look very, very deep into. This one girl played this video. We all know that romantic homicide video, but David did a few interesting things before publishing that video, and she went deep.
With Dish and Starlink, you can get the best price in satellite TV.
Commercial.
Went deep.
With
I skipped it. My bad. Well, we got a commercial.
Then 1, 2, 3, 4. Me and another supporter was also talking about his obsession with the number 4. With his obsession with Japanese anime, she was just telling me about the meaning of the number 4 in Japanese. She was just telling me that even hospitals don't have the number 4. They skip over it because it sounds the same as the word death. So for him to be counting down to 4 twice at that location, it was kind of weird. But yes, here's a close-up of that shed again. David is waving goodbye to something, a shed or something. Yes, romantic homicide storage.
So if y'all didn't catch on to that, he's waving goodbye, counting to 4, which means death to a shed that he used in this music video, Romantic Homicide. In the Romantic Homicide video, we seen him dragging a bag or a suitcase with something in it. Maybe one of you know through the video. We can see that. So he posted this on his Instagram story, just giving like little Easter eggs or something. It's crazy how he's just putting it out there into the universe.
In the case of Celeste Rivas Hernandez, apparently she was cheating on David. The point of the article was to showcase that there must have been some sort of jealousy or betrayal that was happening in the relationship that could have possibly led to her demise. The language that they use doesn't necessarily paint that picture. It paints David as the victim. Man so overcome with emotion, with heartbreak, that of course he was bound to lash out somehow. David is known for—
Oh, no, he's trying to get off of that. What is it called? Crime of passion. Wait a minute. Hold on. Pump the brakes. Ain't this girl underage? I thought I heard that somewhere. Isn't she underage? Like, because he looks like a kid, but ain't he grown? I'm thinking he like young, like, ain't he grown and she underage? I'm pretty sure, like, I saw that somewhere. So first of all, why are we not, if that is true, why are we not even talking about that? Like, I mean, yeah, we're going to talk about, of course, focus on the fact that, you know, they said that he is the one who, this girl. And then on top of the fact, too, sir, if you grown and she is underage, so you crazy in a edo. I don't know. And
saying in an interview that everything that he wrote ended up becoming true in his actual life.
Nobody ever caught me, but I've spoken too soon. In the back of a police car, I forgot whatever I knew.
And these songs on his Withered album, instead of it being about love and adoration, it's more about betrayal and vengeance.
I killed you, and I didn't even regret it.
There's always a deeper meaning to things. He's very intelligent. He's very smart. So when you see this video, it's like, oh, it makes sense that people have these type of thoughts about it.
Call this box. It's called the chopped box. No cap. All right, let's roll camera.
You see what?
see, people be thinking, like, oh, this is just art. It's okay, like normalizing. Y'all, look, think they singing about stuff they really into or that they want to do. I get it. Like some stuff, yeah, it's just art. I don't know, man, because it's coming from somewhere. Like they're into it. They like it. Like, no, I'm sorry. I don't want to hear. If you're into gore, in my opinion, I'm looking at you crazy. Like it's got to be something wrong with you. Like if you actually enjoy watching somebody get It's something wrong with you. I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, that's scary. Like,
What I'm saying? He called that box the chop box. We can't even say this out of context because that was a perfect stream and he just said that out of nowhere. The chop box, for those who don't know, when she was found in the car, the Tesla Frunk, she was into pieces. Do it kind of add up? Now, I do want to say, because I have to say it, he's charged for the murder of Celeste, but that doesn't mean he's guilty yet. Innocent until proven guilty, till you go to court. So everything is alleged that he murdered her. But back to these videos, that's a bit off.
My location on my other phone this morning is in China right now getting dismembered, so tragic.
See, as soon as he says something like dismembered, people catch on to it in the comment section. You can see everyone saying, whoa, what you mean by that? We didn't let you slide. We heard that. Does this mean anything? Does this mean anything? What does this mean? But there's this one clip also that got a lot of people talking because during the time when Celeste was missing, there was a stream that David was on. I believe this was his stream because it was in his home that he was living in at the time of her missing. And he got his friends over in the stream. As you can see at the top, it says, Asia was on live stream. Sakura mentioned a bad smell, aka in David's house. David claimed he took a 2 hours ago.
I don't care, I just took
I got one question. I keep saying this, y'all. Didn't they say that this girl was underage? If that is true, I'm looking at the friends crazy too. Like they not lying when they say people be having friends and family around them condoning this type of stuff. Like, cause y'all had, if this girl's underage, so y'all knew too, and y'all was hanging around him. Like, first of all, y'all hanging around him and y'all seeing the stuff this dude sing about, or I don't know, sing about, I guess, and he said he's into going on. I'm looking at the friends crazy too, because they say you are who you hang out with. Is everybody crazy? Like, I got all types of questions.
You're still not dressed, Waffle says. Guys.
So if he did this 2 hours ago, you went to the bathroom 2 hours ago, the smell is gone. Unless your diet is just completely horrible. Even still, I've been around people, a lot of people with horrible diets, and it smelled really bad. But 2 hours goes by, it's not there anymore.
He was keeping her body away from his own team. People would come over to the house sometimes frequently. Maybe he had her in the fridge at first, and then, you know, he realized that, damn, too many people coming to the house.
So then that's when we get to the theory of, well, maybe inside of this home.
He takes her out of the fridge, he puts her in the car, and he just parks the car like a couple blocks away.
The victim was...
Dang, how academic time, you know, you was there, weren't you? I mean, he breaking it all down. Like...
probably inside of his home at the time, hidden, and that was the bad smell people were smelling. Or it could just be people just overthinking, yes, and it could be not only he did, but in the video she said she did. So because the lady who admitted that she took a too was probably recent, and that's what they probably smelling. So these are one of the situations where we just truly don't know, because I highly doubt, well, I can't.
First of all, let me say this. She said that if she made it a point to be like, it smells bad in his house, but she knew she just took a dump too. I'm not saying you can't smell yourself, like when you poop, like you definitely can, right? I don't know, maybe I'm reaching, but to go out of your way, I don't know, at least the way that it's coming off to me, right? For her to go out of her way and say, I didn't see the live stream, but for her to go out of her way, and if she was like, dang, like it really smells bad, like it stink, but not like a dang, like, you wouldn't be acting like, dang, what does that smell? Is that how she was acting? I don't know. I mean, y'all tell me, because I didn't see the live stream. If you knew that you just pooped and it smelled bad in the house, you gonna follow up with a, dang, it smelled bad in here. I just pooped and I got the whole house stinking or something. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't be saying like, dang, it smells bad in here. Like you kind of confused too on like, where is that smell coming from or why it smells so bad? Do y'all get what I'm saying? Like, so nah, it must have been, she was like, that smell worse. I know that's not me. Like, she had to have been. This smells stank. Like, for real. Like, this smell bad than the turd I just dropped. Like, what does that smell? Like, you get what I'm saying? So, I'm not buying it.
I highly doubt that David would invite people over knowing that he has a victim in his home. You just never know with people. I mean, he went on tour and she was just there in the trunk. But like I said, I have a theory that a lot of you probably didn't listen to. We're getting to that theory last, very last thing. But there is still people that believe that he's gonna beat this case. No, he's gonna do it. It's gonna be just like that case of, what's his name? Why can I not think of this man? His face is here, but everybody think he did it, but he beat the case. It's gonna be like one of those situations. That's how people are predicting this.
He would commit the crimes that I would have to solve as the detective. So like when I was as the detective, I'd be like solving murders that I'm committing myself. And it was like a cool little story. I didn't think anything would come of it. Like it was in the vault for like months and months and months. I had the opportunity with music to kind of explore this idea further with the Romantic Homicide music video.
Let's move on to the next thing though.
I don't know. How would they even think that he's going to beat this case though? So far from what Raz V, that's his name, right, has said and compiled together in this video, he basically, it's like he told on himself. Like, who would take his Tesla? Come on now. Who would take his Tesla, you know, the girl he apparently was dating, and put her in the trunk? Like, what are they gonna say? Like, how would they even, what they gonna say it was one of the friends? Somebody gotta be the scapegoat that was also around them. Cause how they get his Tesla? I heard some people saying there was theories of him being set up. Yeah, that's possible. But I mean, it's too much stacked against him. He talking about, he got Reddit threads talking about how he loves gore. He saw a cartel video that he thought was funny. So like, it wasn't even on no like fake storyline type stuff. He thought it was like funny. It was an actual person. You know what I'm saying? Like getting this done to them. It's too much. It's too much. Like I honestly, if he get off on this conspiracy theory, then I know he got them folks in his back pocket. Gotta be, cause I don't know. So far, if all of this is true, I wouldn't think he would get off, but you never know, you know?
So David was live streaming on Twitch, and this was back before Celeste even went missing, so before the murder happened, before everything happened. Around the time when everybody was looking at David like, okay, this guy can sing, he got a voice, even him and Billie Eilish should collab. He got Billie Eilish. I think SZA in his phone. He chilling. The world loved him at this time. So he's on live stream, he's on Twitch, and on the chat, on the right side at the bottom, someone says this: is it true you SH a year old girl? Now it's believed that he completely ignored this because there's no clips of him even acknowledging this comment, of him saying anything about this comment. And that just goes to show you that when you a certain status of a person, it can be so small at first, but it never really goes away. Cause how did somebody find that? And I understand it, people was going deep into finding things, but you mean to tell me you was watching hours of his live stream, looking at the chat constantly?
Y'all, that's why I be convinced this don't be nothing but kids that be like clipping certain things and putting this. Cause who has the time, that type of time? Cause I swear when you get like grown, you start having like real life adult problems and responsibilities and stuff. Who has time to sit up there and watch hours of somebody's stuff or clip this and do like super deep dives of stuff? Like, I don't know. It be adults doing that too. Like when they make YouTube videos that I react to and stuff, which is really dope, right? But then it becomes a certain point, like, that makes sense though, because they obviously get paid to do it, like, or they plan on making a career out of it. Like, this is something that they like to do, right? But just to be doing it to do it, that's like some kid stuff. Like, honestly, I feel like that's some stuff you would do as a kid. Like, you got time. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I don't know, man. That's crazy.
As well, just to find one little thing. And that's what I'm saying. Y'all are investigators for real. Crazy. Now lastly, y'all seen the mugshot. In this mugshot, when I first seen it, a lot of you may have not. But since I've been doing true crime for a long time, I've been really good with body language and how people appear to be. When I first seen his mugshot, I'm like, oh, he's calm. I don't really think he's worried as much as people thinking. Because you know, the internet, everyone's saying, I bet he's freaking out in the inside. He's about to serve the death penalty. This is about to be he crazy. I know he's scared for his life. But actually, that's not the case. And I knew it wasn't the case because that's just what I felt and what I got from the screenshot. Now, how do I know? A body language expert came out. One of the first things he said was this when he was in court.
Now, you notice that head position he just moved to.
Do you waive formal reading of the complaint, advise him?
So what we can see is that he turns his chin up and that exposes his neck. Now, typically we associate that with someone who doesn't feel threatened. They look at this situation, they feel like they're above it in a sense. They're willing to turn their nose up to the situation, so to speak, because unconsciously we tend to protect ourselves when we feel threatened. So what this says right here is that he's not feeling threatened at all at the moment.
See, as this body language expert goes deep into it, he said exactly what I was thinking. Calm. That it almost seemed cold, like you can't really get no emotion out of him just by looking at him. He's just relaxed.
You're requesting a preliminary hearing within the period?
Yes, Your Honor. From the media reports, apparently there have been...
He's so calm it almost appears cold because you're seeing no emotion on the face at all. Not even really seeing stress right here.
Apparently there have been 4 months...
But isn't that usually the case when you're dealing with somebody who's crazy, who's a psycho? Like they don't have no feelings like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like they neutral. Like
secret grand jury proceeding.
It's almost creepy in a way because this is your life we're talking about here. And for you to be this calm, not saying that this is a bad thing, because during stressful situations, I would be extremely, extremely calm. Almost like when you look at me, you probably ain't gonna feel no emotion. And the good reason why I'm a good storyteller as well is because you can kind of get the emotion from my voice, the face, my expressions, the way how I talk. But in my real life, well, I'm pretty sure y'all can tell that I'm a calm person as well. You know what? I don't even know what I was about to go on about. Whatever. Let's get deep.
That be me. I be talking for too long. And I be losing my train of thought. Like, boy, that ADD be kicking in. I be like, wait a minute. Where was I going with this? And I hate when I do that because I swear I be ready to make a good point. Then it just come back to me randomly.
Into it.
He looks fairly calm when he's doing this. The one thing we're seeing that applies any degree of stress is that his blink rate is picking up some. But aside from that, everything is slow, it's calm. He seems fairly methodical with all of the choices that he's making body language wise.
Earliest opportunity in order to establish that. We're asking for April 23rd as a 3 of 10, Your Honor.
We set in Department 105 the matters order assigned to Judge Charlene Almeida.
This is a very casual way of saying yes. It's basically saying, yeah, that's fine. And it's a very casual way of doing that. We typically don't do that when we're feeling stressed. So he is remarkably calm under the circumstances.
And there we have it for David. Now that everything's said and done, we all see that he's calm, almost like he's very cold. Of course, he has some level of stress because of this. I'm saying I believe that he believed he's going to beat this case. What I believe, I don't really know. I'm one of them people who do think for myself. Even though everyone, aka the internet, is saying he's cooked, like this man is cooked. The unthinkable can happen. You don't know how things is gonna play out. I know the police came out and they say they have high evidence to prove that this man did this, but David's team is saying, well, we have high evidence that he didn't do this. So this is gonna just be a sit back and relax and watch.
But who would steal his car? And look, they finna make me go on to our conspiracy days with this one. Cause like, if he get off with all of this, I guess what they've shown, cause one thing can look one way on the internet, right? So like I said, like if all of this is true, but it's I don't know, it's there on the internet. People clipping live streams, you know, you listening to his music. This is the stuff he wrote on Reddit. It was his Tesla. This is a supposedly, what am I trying to say? What people be saying when they try not to get in trouble or get sued or whatever. Oh my gosh. See, I forgot it. I forgot what I was about to say. What is it? Come on, come back to me. Give me my thought back. Give me my thought back. I don't know. Oh well. This is a supposedly underage girl that he was dating. So even if he didn't look, if all of that we've seen is like that's what it is, and he gets off, oh, the conspiracy theorist in me gonna say, oh, okay, she must have been a sacrifice or something then, like for real, because I'm just like, he is very calm, like he just knows he's going to get off, but then again, like I because he must know, like I said, he know that he working with them folks like, oh yeah, they got me, right? But then again, I will say he could be calm because aren't crazy people like calm? They don't have emotions like that. They don't really feel anything to like when it comes to stuff like that. To them, it's like I guess another day. Like, what are you talking about? Like, if I'm not mistaken, what do they call it? Sociopaths, right? Don't they not have like emotions, like or at least normal emotions towards things that you would usually have emotions towards, or how you would like normally react, right? So I would say that too. Like maybe that's why he's calm. I mean, because the guy is clearly like, in my opinion, off his rocker. Like, what are we talking about? Of course he's going to be calm. So I mean, he's singing about I illed you and I didn't even feel a thing. Whatever he said, I didn't feel bad. Like, come on. But I don't know. This one is crazy. I am going to try and I guess stay updated on this and give y'all another video on this. I'm not gonna make any promises because it's always something new going on, something new to like talk about. So yeah, and it's a lot of like I said, I like watching strange stories. Y'all know that. So it's a whole bunch of them out there that I want to like react to with y'all too. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. Thank you. Shout out to the people who were in here with me. Up. What time is it? 1:16 in the morning. What y'all doing up? I mean, I was struggle streaming, as you know. Okay, you could just call me the struggle streamer at this point. The first stream, for whatever reason, it was not working. Again, luck has not been on my side. I got bit by a tick. Woke up the next day today, not feeling so well. Had to go ahead and take me an ibuprofen because I'm like, look, I want to be a woman of my word again and come up here, rock out with y'all, watch these videos, do the live stream like I said I would. But yeah, and then I come up here. Literally, I be having it all set up and ready to go before I sit down. Boom, let's live stream. Get on here, and then like yesterday, headphones wasn't working. Get on here today. All of a sudden, the video is skipping. I'm like, what are we doing? So yeah, I had to hop off the first live, fix that, and I'm back. But yeah, y'all, thank y'all for watching. Hopefully y'all liked it. Let me know. I don't know what y'all think in the comments. I guess like, do y'all think that if a person is necessarily like if a person is into gore, do you automatically think that yeah, that's the green light for yeah, you're crazy? In my opinion, I'm not gonna lie, I'm leaning more on the side of like, yeah, like it's gotta be something wrong with you. Cause like that's just weird. You know what I'm saying? Like just basic human empathy is just like it won't let me just look at gore and be like, oh yeah, or like I like that. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. It's weird. I'm sorry. It's my opinion. It's weird. Like, I'm definitely looking at you sideways. Like, are you okay? Do you need help? So, yeah, I'm about to go ahead and hop off of here, y'all. Like I said, it is 1 in the morning. It's 1:17. I hope y'all have a good day today. I hope y'all sleep good. Go to bed. Go to bed. Y'all need to go to bed. Just like I need to get ready to go to bed. And we will be back Friday today. We'll be back later on Friday night today, right, you guys? And I have a video for y'all that I'm going to be uploading, and I think I still want to live stream with y'all too as well. It's a lot of topics I want to talk to y'all talk about with y'all. So we're either going to do like just random reaction video of maybe something I saw that I think is funny I want to talk about, right? Because that's kind of what we do on Fridays. Or we're going to do a let's talk session just on a specific topic that it's on my heart to talk about with you guys as well too. So I'm really trying to decide between the two. But either way, I do have a pre-recorded video anyway. It's just a gym video that I am going to upload, as a vlog. But actually, no. Y'all know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take y'all to the DMV with me. Y'all wanna go to the DMV with me? I gotta go to the DMV, y'all, and get this van registered. I'm kind of riding dirty right now. Because I was trying to get it registered in Texas. Texas was playing. So I was just like, I'm just gonna go ahead and get it registered. Because that's where our like home address is at, right? But I'm just gonna go ahead and get it registered in Kansas, right? So I don't know. Y'all let me know. Do y'all want me to take y'all with me to the DMV? Live stream that? Or just live stream, later on tonight, picking between whichever topic or whatever I want to talk about. If y'all don't let me know, then I'll just see how I'm feeling and I'll pick. But yeah, y'all